Welcome back to Game Dev Tycoon. We're here with a brand new company, and I thought Duceraven last time was a bit of a simple, a boring name, and that's why people weren't buying our games. So this time we're going with EpicWinRavenGames, and you can't not buy from that company. It's just not possible, is it? We had a little change round, brown hair and a funky little knitted sweater. So we're going to get going, and we're going to make some money this time, and I'm not moving out of my garage until I've made a substantial amount of money. That's what I'm going to stick with. Right, and we're back in the garage, we're back making PC games, and we're not going to completely arse this up. So let's get started with a new game. That's how we're going to get it started, and it's going to be a strategy on the PC. Because we're going to be indie PC game until we make lots of money, so we can cut down on costs, so we don't have to pay all these stupid development costs. And we're going to go for a military strategy game, and it's going to be called. It's going to be called. We're just going to call it 1066. It's going to be a simple. Realistic strategy game. Start out slow and normal, and then we're going to build into the crazy, stupid games. And I think games with numbers sell quite well. Metro 2033, that's a pretty good game. I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but let's go with that. And we want it 2D graphics. Seeing as we're being on PC, we can bump up the graphics on it. And we're back to the simple ways of making our games. So we don't need story and quests. Gameplay is going to be pretty good. Engine and gameplay about the same. Okay. I've not really made many strategies on Game Dev Tycoon, so I'm not really sure where the development stage goes in. What we're supposed to do with dialogues and story and stuff. Not so good. AI is going to be good. That's an important thing in strategy. Level design doesn't matter too much. Okay. The only real strategy I play is Civ 5. I play that a lot, but I'm still really bad at it. So I'm not sure what the best strategies are supposed to have in them. Graphics? Let's make the graphics pretty good. Things were made 2D graphics at the time when text-based is also an option. World design doesn't matter too much. Let's put the sound up a little bit. Okay. I tried playing the grand strategy, Crusader Kings, and that was just way too complicated for me. It seemed like a really interesting game, but I just could not get into it. So let's see how this game does. Yes, new combo, great combo. I've also tried StarCraft as well, StarCraft 2, and I remember playing Warcraft 3 quite a lot on my PlayStation. But that is about it, and I'm still really bad at those games. But let's see how our medieval strategy is going to do. 1066. It's about the only battle date that I can remember, 1066. The two that go together are 1066 and 1666, which was the Great Fire of London. They're only sort of two dates I remember, sort of pre-1900s. Let's see what reviews we get. Middle of the road. That's not bad. That's good. Good for a good start. Military and strategy is a good combination. I mean, that was a no-brainer, really. Let's see if we can make some decent sales. EpicWinRavenGames, newcomer in the industry. 1066. Let's see how it can sell. I can't remember what decent sales are at this time, but I swear I was making about that when I was failing in the last one. Units sold, that is. So that can't be too bad. And we started with 50k, I think, so we're up to 58k. That's good. And a few fans as well. Awesome. Can we do anything else apart from... We can research now, that's good. Custom game engine we'll save for... But let's try and get into these markets whilst people aren't doing them. Fantasy. We're going to make a fantasy RPG. So I want to research that. We want to get the first. We want to be the first to make a fantasy RPG, and that's going to sell like hotcakes. 10,000 units sold. Nice. Pretty good start to the company. I'm pleased with that. Fantasy RPGs, that is something I have played a lot of. So I should be pretty good at making these. Stuff like Elder Scrolls. Although I didn't get into Elder Scrolls until number 4, Oblivion. No, we're not researching. We're developing a new game. So it's going to be fantasy, because we just researched that. And it's going to be an RPG. And it's going to be on the PC, because we want to keep costs down as much as possible. And it's going to be called... Well, shall we do a riff on the Elder Scrolls? We'll call it Ancient Scrolls. The Ancient Scrolls. Awesome. This is going to be our Elder Scrolls game. Alright, let's start development. I'm trying to think of other fantasy RPGs I've played. Obviously stuff like Final Fantasy, I've played a few. Story and Quest, got to be good for a fantasy game. Always got to be good. Gameplay, I always found gameplay doesn't really matter too much in fantasy games. As long as you're like hooked in the story, I mean that's all that matters. So let's play that, let's do that, and on a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 and 8. Not 8, 7, 10. They were the two I played the most. I played 8 and 9, didn't really get into them that much. So the AI is because the gameplay's not good, so the AI doesn't really add too much. Level design could be quite good. Think of all the different levels in Final Fantasy, all the different like worlds you get. Is that world design? I'm not sure. Dialogue's got to be good. We don't want any strange whacker laughs. I love John DiMaggio, but that laugh in Final Fantasy X, ooh, so cringeworthy. Right. 94,000 in sales, yeah, that's I'll take that. Only costs 15,000 to make. If we can carry on like that for a while, then we can work towards our new game engine. Sound. See, sound is always really good in fantasy RPGs, I find. Especially Final Fantasy. If you ever listen to OC Remix stuff, there's a Final Fantasy 7 album on there, which is amazing. So that's going to be pretty good. World design is going to be good as well. These have all got to be good. Shall we just put these even, and then we can go down on the graphics a bit, because you remember the old pixel ones you used to get in Final Fantasy, the already old Final Fantasy games. World design is going to be good. You can go to different places in the world. Sound cool. So let's get that going. Yeah, I mean the Commodore's selling better, but we're making sort of if we can make a decent amount over and over again until we make our new game engine, then I think sticking with the PC is the best idea for now. Get rid of those bugs as usual. Design's gonna be good on this one. Well, we're making an RPG, it's gonna be good. Alright, let's release it. Alright, new record, great combo, new combo, awesome. All those things. And let's see how the Ancient Scrolls does. And there's the possibility for sequels with this as well, which is good. So let's see how the reviews did. Middle of the road would be nice. Yep. Yep, middle of the road, that's, yep, this is what we want. Oh, almost. 7s across the board would have been nice. But that's not bad. We're just trying to make a bit of money at the moment, so middle of the road is good for me. Especially seeing as we're just working out of our garage. And quite a few sales, 39,000 in cash for the first, that's good. I like that. Right, new topic. Let's go into what we're going to make next. We want to try and do all the different types. So we've got strategy and action and adventure. Why don't I make an action game? And it's going to be a sci-fi action game. A bit like, I suppose, a bit like Mass Effect, but really more like Metroid. Just finish the agent's got impressed with your talent. Oh, contract work. Nice. We do like the contract work. Yeah, something a bit more like Metroid than Mass Effect. I wasn't really a massive fan of Mass Effect, to be quite honest. It's more of an RPG, really, isn't it? Nintendo's planning to launch its own console. Yeah, it'll do pretty well. As history told, it will do pretty well. Our research is back. Nice. So we can start making that game. Contract work, we don't really care about at the moment. We're doing pretty well with the games. So let's pick a genre. We're saying sci-fi, a sci-fi action game. In sort of the Metroid. Is it Metroid? I think in Metroid. The one with Samus. You know which game I mean. And we will do it on PC. I wasn't much of a Nintendo player until the GameCube came along, so I don't really know too much about Nintendo history, apart from Mario, of course. Who didn't have Mario on the Game Boy? So we're creating this new game, sci-fi action game on the PC. We're not going along the lines of Space Face like last time. Let's call it. We're going to call it Laser Fortress. That just because I like the name. It's 2D graphics, of course. It's going to be like Mario, but sci-fi, pretty much. And you're looking for the princess who's in the other fortress, as usual. So story and quest don't really matter for action. I don't remember the story. It was the story for Mario. He goes to the castle, she isn't there. He goes to another one, she isn't there, and he keeps going until he finds her. That's the story. We don't need much story. The gameplay's very simple, so the gameplay doesn't matter too much. Let's make the engine good. Yeah. But it's gotta be fun. Okay, let's put those even. Alright. As I say, Mario I used to have on the Game Boy. It was one of the first games I remember playing. And stuff like Alex the Kid as well, I used to have on the Sega Master System, I believe. So AI, it's going to be a little good. Level design is going to be good, I think. Dialogues, there are no dialogues in these sort of games, are there? I mean, wow, not really, not that I can recall. So they don't matter too much. So let's put it sort of like a priority of 1, 2, 3. Ancient Scroll, 104,000. Nice. Seeing as it's costing about 15k a game, we can keep making that profit, which is good. We're getting close to those research points for the new engine. So what are we doing? Development stage, graphics, world design, sound. Sound doesn't matter too much. Put the graphics on the same. Let's put the world design up a little bit. Because you want to have the different worlds, don't you, that you go to. All the backdrops gotta look pretty nice. Alright, both over 10, that's nice. Get rid of the bugs. Oh, the NES is coming out. Alright. Nope, we don't want to do that. Let's see if we can get more points. No, get rid of the bugs. Give me more points. I want design and tech points. Get rid of the bugs. Okay, let's release it. Don't want to give any more points. Oh, listen to those pings. Oh, that is nice. The graphics and sound, though, that would have been nice for all of them to go up. Monthly costs are really cheap as well, which is the nice thing about staying here. First reviews of Laser Fortress have come in. Let's get average across the board. Average would be nice. Yeah, it's not quite as good as I was hoping. See, level design I thought would be good. So, thank you Game Hero for recognising that. Come on then. What have we got? Sales. That's alright. 23,000. Well, we've made our money back in the first week. That's the important thing. Let's research once more. And make a racing game? We can make a spin-off from Laser Fortress, which is actually a racing game. You know, like Mario to Mario Kart. That's not a bad idea. Alright. What are we going to call it? The spin-off. I mean, it's Mario Kart. We're Laser Fortress. We should call it Laser Kart. That's not a bad name. I quite like Laser Kart. So racing is complete. And we're going to create Laser Kart. With a K, of course. And it's a racing action game on the PC. Racing is action, right? Because I get confused between action and simulation for racing. Because Gran Turismo is a racing simulation game. But Mario Kart isn't a simulation, is it? It's an action. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Alright. Genre. Yes, action. There we go. And it's 2D, of course. I like a top-down. I think it's top-down like Micro Machines. I used to have Micro Machines on the Game Boy as well. I played that so much. Such a good game. And what we're doing? Story and quest? Nah. Gameplay's got to be damn good. Engine's got to be pretty good as well. Okay. I used to have a really good game on the PlayStation 2. What was it called? You level design, dialogues, AI is gonna be good. Alright. Okay, that'll do. You played as like little, really small people and you ran around the tracks. It was a really weird game. You had abilities like you could blast people away and stuff. The NES has been released. Great. We're not bothering with that this time. We're gonna own the PC market. Sound, graphics, yeah, world design. I don't really know. Was sound any good in racing games? I don't think it really matters, does it? Sound. Alright, so graphics and world design will have together. What was it called? Something like Micro something or other. I think it was by the same people as Micro Machines. I'm really not sure. If you know and you could tell me, that would be amazing. Because life of me can't remember it. But it was such a good game. Laser Fortress sold 92,000. It's good. That's a good profit. Oh, we'd love to do an interview. Well, I'm always up for interviews. That is free press. Awesome. That should help with sales as well. It's nice. EpicWinRavenGames is trying to make it big in the gaming industry. 3 games and working hard on the next. And we've just finished the next one. It's going to be a racing action game. Something the company's not done before. Well, we like to push the boundaries. Alright, we got the hype. We're done. No records there. I'm disappointed with that. But our graphics and sound have finally gone up, which is cool. And let's release that game. First reviews, Laser Kart, awesome. Let's see how it does. Oh, ooh. Just above middle of the road. That's what we like. Ooh, okay, that's a 6. Oh, I think that's our best score yet, isn't it? Must be pretty close to our best score yet. Let's see how that sells. Yeah, pretty pleased with that. I mean, pretty average at the moment. We have enough for our game engine. We can now research custom game engine. And I think what we'll do is leave it there for now. And next time we'll get on making our custom game engine, and I can try and come up with a decent name this time, instead of copying ones that already exist. So we'll leave it there for now, and we'll come back to our custom game engine next time. But until next time, I'll be seeing you.